Hello there everyone and welcome back. It has been a few days and I'm really bummed about that. For one, it means we're not going to get to see a Blood Angel fleet get leveled up further, progress further, and more importantly, it means I am a little bit rustier than I would like. Because the one benefit of keeping a consistent schedule with these damn videos, it means it keeps my wits about me, it keeps my strategy in mind, and I kind of have a good idea what I'm doing. With the lapse that I've had with the hectic week, that's probably not gonna do it. Although boarding torpedoes is a pretty straightforward strategy, you would think, it's more about the execution and the fact I keep talking about this bombardment cannon I feel is a little limited, at least with my fleet as it currently is. Once I get that second strike cruiser to kind of complement it, then there should be a lot more synergy going on here, because then they can breach through shields a lot more faster. I can field my fleet with the two of them and a couple of frigates to probably provide a little bit of escort support, shooting down torpedoes and fighters. And all in all, my fleet will be for the better for it, without a doubt. But right now, we got ourselves a nice fearsome fleet of boarding torpedo vanguards, and a hunter to also complement them. So, it's just a matter of my boarding torpedoes doing what I have in mind for them, damn it. Because one of those high-level matches I had to go up against could have gone so much more differently for me if I had got the critical hit I would have liked on the shield generators, damn it. Because, let's see, if you're not aware of how the boarding strike works, if I specifically target a component to critically hit with my boarding actions, or let's see, it just says enemy system, so I wonder if bombardment cannons also quadruples, because I know that's how it works for the Tau Empire, but nonetheless, when you have something like this that quadruples instead of double, which is how it normally is for every other fleet, to get the shield generators or even any component I want down, you figure it would damn well work. Because how I understand the critical strikes as they currently do, you have one critical chance to get a fire result, another for a hull breach. If you're attacking a frigate, then obviously those are only two you have available, and then there's one for each of the components there. And then it probably divides a little bit more for like engines for Eldar and weapons for pretty much every faction, so that's my assumption anyway. So we're looking at what I'd like to say a 1 in 6 chance to actually hit the component I want. And then when you add the fact that there's like, you re-roll the dice practically 4 times, then it's a really damn likely chance to get at least some kind of damage on there. And we're fighting Tau. Data recovery. This is going to be interesting for me. Again, I'm going to have issues with breaching the shields for a lightning strike, but if I can get the data, I'm in good shape. But with 400 points there, he can easily field 2 ships with 2 bomber waves, even with the point advantage, so this could be a bit problematic, to say the least. I feel this is really damn problematic. But thankfully, I have a bunch of light frigates or light cruisers with boarding options and the Thunderhawks there to kind of shoot them down, or Stormhawks. I'm getting the 2 damn ships, fighters mixed up there. But nonetheless, that will help a ton with my bombers. And, well, go figure. He gives away his entire strategy, though. And since it's revealed, I wonder how I can use this to my advantage. Because he has no high energy turns, so I can potentially outmaneuver him, assuming I get in close, and he has the lightning strike also, so that could be an issue. I did not even consider the fact he was like a level 5. That explains why I have 40 points bonus. But still, that's over half his points, so he has like a sauce and maybe a messenger to deal with torpedoes, if I were to guess. Nonetheless, let's get these boarding torpedoes underway, and at the very least, destroying the generator, if it damn well works this time, will be my greatest strength. Because he cannot hide, and let's see, it's as I probably predicted, a sauce and a messenger to kind of protect against those torpedoes. So, let me just keep an eye on this timing so I don't squander a good boarding torpedo wave. because I want to shoot from a different angle, so these two ships are not intercepting. Hell, if they take the hits, then that's still beneficial for the fight at hand. Although he seems to know what he's doing here, and that's the Sauce there, if not a protector. Without a doubt, that's the Sauce. It could be a protector. I don't know if he has the points for that, though. But let's see. Let's keep doing our damage, keep chipping away. I am getting hits in, though, because he did waste a lot of boarding torpedoes, or emergency repairs. And once I get close, my fighters can shoot down his, so... And okay, it is a Sauce. That's fine. Stormhawks, don't fail me. He has a Castell and a Stormhawk, which actually works better for me, considering. I just gotta make sure I avoid getting hit by the front prow weaponry. And... okay, he's pushing me aside, that's not a huge deal. That burns his one cooldown. Okay, he wants to play that way. He's got bombers going. They're the only bombers, but I have Stormhawks still. Let's launch them. Give me a little bit more damage. Okay, only 2 hits. But now the Lances are doing work. Now, this may not work as effectively as I like, but Vanguard, Triumph of Cruel, you're just going to get the hell out. Boarding torpedoes are going to do this thing. And we got the data. Without a doubt. And I just got to make sure that Sauce does not have it easy. Also, I got to get out of this lightning strike range. That's a big deal, too. He has a micro warp jump, I'm assuming, so I gotta be mindful of that as well. Now, what's left to do about this? Not really a whole lot, but maybe kill his engines if I'm lucky, because my thrusters are about to go out. My thrusters are about to go out, I gotta be careful there. Although he is not trying to do a boring movement, he's just trying to shoot me down. And once I'm out of range, that should mitigate a lot of his damage, because he doesn't seem to want to pursue me. Although he did destroy a deck. Okay, deck's not a huge deal. Not at this point. I already used my burn retros. And I only got one. Only got one, what is it, one boarding torpedo if able to utilize, at least point blank. Okay, he is coming for me though. Can I kill the Sauce? Because he seems to be committed to this. I do have boarding available, but I also at the same time want to save it. Well, that was the dumbest thing he did. Although it did throw off my directioning some. Generators are gone. I can warp out, I just need a safe distance. Which actually, I am pretty much safe. Although I should wait until the shields recharge. That would be the safe thing, because that stronghold still has a lightning strike available. And I have brace for impact. Okay, sooner I get out the better, before something dies. Because these lances and potential bombers can still do a crap ton of damage. Okay, that felt clean. A tiny bit sloppy with my approach. But once I got on the stronghold, it was nice and simple. And I didn't do my customary good luck, have fun. But still, that did feel solid. Nothing got heavily damaged, nothing was crippled. I sadly didn't get the kill on the Sauce I would like. But then again, I don't have the firepower to make that easy unless I go straight for it. And since my approach was more focusing on getting close to the stronghold, I probably didn't get the best path I would like for torpedoes. Not to mention I was still trying to fire boarding torpedoes at the stronghold anyway to potentially kill its generator if, worst case situation, I could not get the board I wanted. Or if he lightning struck it back, because that was still a likeliness. I had like just a tiny sliver of shield health left. He could have easily just stole the data back really quickly. Thankfully, it worked out well for me. We got ourselves another level 3 to round out the roster and our first level 4. Very nice. I'm happy with that. And thankfully, we did not have to deal with the damn prow of the stronghold. So he invested all his points into one big heavy ship with a lightning strike. Although really, he kind of did it probably more for the lightning strike than anything else. So it's not the worst strategy. It just restricts him heavily, which I thankfully managed to abuse by completely ignoring his sauce. And I don't think I killed the Castellan. I did ram it, but I don't think I killed it. And now, the prow is incredibly susceptible to being destroyed and killing 2 of my weapons, so as much as I would love prolonged brace for impact when I want to get in closer, as well as the additional benefit of reload for when I can safely engage at range, I think belt armor is a little more beneficial. And then afterwards I might consider enhancing my bombers a little bit, or my Thunderhawks, because having the versatility to make them straight bombers for when critical hits are not necessary might be pretty good. I am not quite 100% on that though, just yet. As it stands now, level 4, we are going for the safe route. We're going to preserve their boarding torpedoes, because if I'm going to do proper damaging boarding runs, they're getting pretty close, which means they're likely to get boarded or worse, get hit by heavy lock-on weaponry. So the belt armor should help with protecting me a little bit there for when they do breach through the armor. But considering the few days hiatus, that was a pretty damn solid start. Little bit sloppy on the approach again, because it might have been better if I went through straight at the stronghold through the front. But again, that had the huge risk of getting hit by torpedoes and the cutting laser, which of course had no charge, so I think there was no risk. But it still would have done notable amount of damage if the torpedoes and beam did hit me. And I was already taking a bit of damage that I had to abandon one of my vanguards so it can at least preserve itself some. That would probably be the only thing I could have done a little bit better, was be a little more straightforward. Diving straight for... yeah, pretty much diving straight for a stronghold, because then I had an opportunity to just snipe the messenger, which I thought was what he was fielding there. As it stood, it didn't really matter. It was just them getting in the way that made the initial torpedoes a little tricky to hit. Oh well, we'll just wait for our next match and see what happens. Okay, we are ready. We got ourselves a mirror match, a higher level mirror match, mind you, so what does 75 points tell me? He's at the very least probably a level 6, which means he can't field the battle barge if he is level 6, so he's forced with at least 2 strike cruisers if he did not choose the one with the Thunderhawks, which would have took him over 150s, so we have some options here. The question is, I have no idea what's a good route to go. This is going to be tricky. Do I go for raw damage or try and outboard him? Because I don't think I'm going to get effective torpedo hits if he's using vanguards. Actually, I have the points that justify 3 vanguards, so I could potentially get away with it. Because when those torpedoes do hit, they're going to demolish any space marine that they hit. The trick is, with his higher mobility and speed, that's going to be harder to do. And it's a convoy mission, so I can kind him, bait him into a certain direction if I'm concerned about anything. So I do have that going for me, I just don't have the raw brute force going this route. A little bit. Because if he does have 2 strike cruisers, his bombardment cannons are going to be scary. But I can dash in and out and just try and chip him down with torpedoes. But I don't think it's likely I can outlast him if those boring torpedoes do hit me. Or not boring torpedoes, but bombardment torpedoes. And I don't have any frigates to serve as bait, so I have the mobility to intercept no matter which way he deploys or goes, at least. So I have that going for me. Do I really want to hide in Nebula Cloud? It's too predictable, but if I distract him, maybe he won't think of it. I don't know what benefit it serves to actually have that in the Nebula Cloud. It would be a different story if I had a frigate to kind of serve as the bait, but I don't, as it stands.
Underway.
So, let's fire torpedo waves. I don't... Let's see, 2 strike cruisers. Is anyone surprised?
Space Marines ready.
So, let's try and force his hand a little bit. I doubt that's going to hit, but hey, it's making him turn. So if I can get one well across there, maybe to kind of... Well, again, just make it awkward for him, because he's going to turtle and stay together. But I should not do a crisscross like that again. It's a little inefficient. And actually, I'm going to keep you held back there for now.
Show us the enemy.
Which one is the... There we go.
Repositioning.
If anything, just keep as far away as possible.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
That would be good. I don't have any beacons, but I don't need beacons, quite frankly. I can force him to do things I don't want him to do. So I'm fine with that. And he does have this, his hands auger, but I also can deal with that. And I'm going to detect them in a moment anyway.
Moving to position.
Okay, mutiny. Thankfully, it's only a temporary mutiny. I wonder what the chances were to hit with that.
Hold course.
I don't want to repair that, honestly. I really don't want to repair that, but again, it's the Prow, too. And he has bombardment cannons and he's got full level 10. Good God.
Astartes vessel ready. Marine, calm the machine.
I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to, I guess.
Show us the enemy.
So, keep on moving. That was probably a mistake to boost, but I got Silent running if he does decide to board. We will see.
Moving to position.
So he's coming after me, which is fine. I don't have to engage full on. I just gotta watch for his orders, and isn't that predictable? Double favor, go really top heavy, with no backup plan available. Although I need to focus both their weaponry, because those boring torpedoes just hit the ship I did not focus my resources or a component on. I got the better mobility, I got the boring torpedoes, and I got the convoy on the move.
Show us the enemy.
And I might as well silent run to be safe. And of course I forgot to turn off the boring torpedoes, I guess. Or the auto-cast boring torpedoes. That's a bit of a mistake. Now make sure those things are moving.
Moving to position.
Okay, now's my chance to go for it.
Show us the enemy.
He's gonna burn all his thrusters unless he stops early.
Maneuver engaged.
In time for the, what is it, the boring torpedoes to reach him.
Assessment. All power to engines.
He is getting tired of this, and I'm fine with that, because now I can hound him a little bit.
Speed engaged.
Just take a little bit of evasive maneuvers to at least mitigate these boring torpedoes.
Speed. Hold course.
Alright, now, is there any way I could just strike
Repositioning.
breaching torpedoes? I don't think I can reliably dumbfire. And that was a waste of boring torpedoes there, but it's making them evade. This is working out well so far. I can't get cocky or arrogant, though.
Ready for battle.
This is going to be a bit of a match here. He is splitting him, though, which means he has less point defense. And I could fire more boring torpedoes on one of them. Now, what I ultimately would love is just to be able to fire dumbfire torpedoes on him.
Space Marines ready.
I would love that more than anything, but We got boring torpedoes. Oh, I should not have autocast. That was a mistake, because I don't even know what one they're going after.
Hold course.
So, this one has to play defensive. His engines are gone. Actually, I take that back. With those engines currently gone, unless he repairs, I can push. Because now he's actually going slower than my convoy. So this is actually going well for me. Patience is his virtue. I am being rewarded for this slower game. And to be fair, I kind of needed to. Wow, that was a blunder and a half right there. He flew out of the border. So a little bit of him panicking is now starting to get the best of him.
Space Marines ready.
Make sure my Stormhawks are still underway. I do have a convoy still vulnerable though.
At your command.
I'd love to just do a bombing run. Just get in close and bomb him.
Maneuver engaged.
Although, with the engines gone, his repairs underway, that's probably not worth it.
Underway. Ready for battle. To where we are needed.
Although I can try and get close.
Full speed. Hold course. Space Marines ready.
Okay, get on out.
Acknowledged.
Boring torpedoes.
Suspending tactical cogitators.
And of course I used the wrong boring torpedoes.
Underway.
I'm still in good shape. I did not take the damage I need to. He turned around.
Moving to position. Ready for battle.
Now, I'm about to run out of cogitators. Ah, so close. Give me a moment, folks. This is starting to get hectic. Seriously?
Show us the enemy.
Give me the damn boarding I want it.
At your command.
And my brace for impact is now gone, so...
Beginning tactical assessment. Tactical maneuver engaged.
So keep on moving. He is going for this kill.
I am listening.
So I could kill his weaponry still, because two of them are out actually. Forget the engines, I can evade.
To where we are
I'm confident in my abilities to evade his weaponry.
repositioning.
And those were boring torpedoes. Oh, he can see me, never mind.
Redirecting. Underway.
So that's not a problem. Just dodge, evade.
Ready.
I could do this all day. It's just the ram and that bombardment cannon I need to be mindful of.
I am listening. Moving to position.
And I do have silent running. I heard those second boring torpedoes
New
go.
vector acknowledged. Tactical maneuver engaged.
So I gotta be ready for that.
Hold course. Astartes vessel ready.
And I'm still hearing them, so... Oh, those were mine. Never mind. I don't know if that's the double click screwing me or what.
To where we are needed.
Now,
Redirecting.
let's see. Come on, kill this thing.
Ready for battle.
It's so close to death. Do I even have a board? Yes, I do.
Suspending.
Is it going to be enough? Remains to be seen.
Hold course.
And now watch, it's going to explode. Is it? Nope. I was worried about a void explosion.
Repositioning.
So I am going to take one board hit maybe, but I have silent running available now. So,
At your command.
I'm in good shape here. I killed the level 10 cruiser. Oh my god. Victory is possible, but I gotta be careful. I gotta make sure I don't have this silent running turn off before I turn off the boosters.
Underway.
So I gotta watch for that. It looks like I should be fine.
Standard speed engaged. Astartes vessel ready.
And this is the chapter master, so gotta be mindful of that. I still have weapons to focus. He's firing dumbfire torpedoes, which they look like they were boring. So silent running does its thing. Now, can I do enough damage? Ooh, that is amazing, but it will force a repair. I do have that going for me.
Maneuver engaged.
I do have that going for me. Do the other ones hit? Now, does he repair? Because now he can't do crap.
Ready for battle.
Oh, I forgot about you. Thank God. Thank God you're not dead at least. Which begs the question, did I reveal this? Yes, I did.
your
Oh my. That was a close call. That could have easily have been a mess.
halt advance. Moving to position.
So I'm not gonna... Actually, I should go for the board.
Needed.
I have the health for it.
Show us the end.
Although, stop rebelling on me and you'll be fine.
Repositioning. Space Marines ready. Hold course.
We're not out of the woods yet, but any damage,
Engines.
any critical hits is good.
At your command. Ready for battle. Underway. I am listening. All power to engines.
So I have brace for impact.
Moving to position.
I still gotta evade because I've been squandering my control a little bit here. Let's not get too cocky. Not yet. But he lost his boarding torpedoes. That's an amazing start. Avoid the ram and I am good.
Show us the enemy. At your command. I am listening.
Don't get too cocky just yet. We're not out of the woods.
Astartes vessel ready. To where we are needed. Full speed. Tactical maneuver engaged.
Okay.
Standard speed engaged. Underway.
We're not out of it yet still.
Show us the enemy.
I have brace for impact. I have fighters coming in for support.
Ready for battle.
Ah, so damn close. I squandered it, didn't I? Just a little bit. I have nothing to say. That should have been an amazing victory and I failed. I can't seem to win these high-level battles. God damn it. I'm just gonna end the video on that note.